Welcome to Discourses by Shri Brahmachaitanya Maharaj Gondavalekar. Today we'll explore the February 7th discourse on Devote Maximum Time to Thinking of God, where we delve into how focusing our minds on God rather than on external pleasures leads to true contentment and spiritual growth. People generally aim at acquiring more and more of those things which give pleasure to the senses, in the belief that this will result in greater happiness. This belief is not, however, substantiated by experience, for we do not find that those who have such things in abundance are happy. In fact, the more we have of them, the more is the greed for such things whetted. Besides, as a person ages, the body and its senses grow steadily weak and lose their capacity to derive pleasure. Thus, one never acquires real contentment. A wise man should therefore studiously practice and learn to keep his happiness independent of external things by focusing the mind on God instead of on such things. God is eternal, complete in himself, and ever blissful. Meditating on him, therefore, instills these qualities in the mind. For one who acquires this divine bliss, life has a sweetness that passes our imagination. A person who lives and works in the mundane world often finds it difficult to reconcile the demands of practical life with the practice of spirituality. It is a common belief that one cannot do justice to both at the same time. For such a person, it would be advisable to do his worldly duties conscientiously and to devote all spare time and energy to contemplation of God. At present, we do not apply to God and to spirituality even such free time as we do have. Let us therefore resolve to dedicate at least some minimum time every day to chanting Nama, the divine name. There are many things that interfere and prevent. Reluctance itself constitutes a major impediment. We should be wary of such impediments and interferences, and persevere in chanting Nama, disregarding the world's adverse influence and comments. We should make it a practice to read every day some portion of a book or books by saints concerning divinity. We should meditate on what we read and try to see how it can be put into practice. One who does this will progress rapidly in spirituality and attain true contentment, which, in other words, constitutes divine bliss. We should treat worldly life like a sport, pay proper attention to it, but without much concern for success or failure, holding God in the heart as the focal point. Personal reflection on the discourse. Devotion towards Namasmarana is a blessing bestowed by the Guru. It is often challenging to remember God during our mundane routine. The story of Narada Muni, a great devotee of Lord Vishnu and a wise sage, illustrates this beautifully. Narada, proud of his devotion to Lord Vishnu, would constantly chant the Lord's name and sing his glories. One day, Narada approached Lord Vishnu and said, "O Lord, I am your greatest devotee. No one chants your name with as much devotion and love as I do." Hearing Narada's statement, Lord Vishnu, with a playful smile, decided to teach him a lesson about true humility and the essence of devotion. Vishnu asked Narada, "Narada, I would like you to do something for me. Go to a particular village and observe a farmer there. Watch how many times he takes my name and let me know when you return." Narada, eager to demonstrate his superior devotion, set off to the village. Upon arriving, he found a simple, humble farmer working diligently in his fields. The farmer was constantly murmuring the name of Vishnu, almost as if it was part of his very breath, while performing his daily chores. Narada was intrigued and decided to observe the farmer closely. Over several days he watched the farmer and tried to count the number of times the farmer uttered the name of Lord Vishnu. However, to Narada's surprise, he could not keep track. The farmer was so immersed in his work and devotion that it seemed like the name of Vishnu was always on his lips, even when he wasn't consciously aware of it. Upon returning to Lord Vishnu, Narada reported, "Lord, I could not count how many times the farmer said your name. It was as if he was always thinking of you, even when he was not consciously aware of it." Vishnu smiled and gently told Narada, "Narada, true devotion comes not from pride or outward display, but from the heart. The farmer, despite his simple life and humble work, is always in tune with my name. He is truly the greater devotee, for his devotion is sincere and pure." Narada realized the depth of the lesson. While he had been proud of his own devotion, it was the humble, selfless devotion of the farmer, unseen by others, simple yet constant, that was the truest form of worship. True devotion lies in constant remembrance of the divine, regardless of one's status or position in life. This story reminds us that humility and inner devotion are far more important than pride or external recognition in spiritual practice. By devoting maximum time to thinking of God, we achieve true contentment and spiritual growth. Let us strive to hold the name of the divine in our hearts with sincerity and consistency, just like the humble farmer, and experience the profound joy that comes with genuine devotion. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of devote maximum time to thinking of God. Remember, by focusing our minds on God, rather than on external pleasures, we can achieve true contentment and spiritual growth. Embrace this practice of Nama with unwavering faith, and may it bring you peace and fulfillment in your journey.